Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series on structural analysis. In this video, we will solve one numerical on analysis of portal frame by using stiffness matrix method. The stiffness matrix method is also called as equilibrium method or displacement method. The problem statement is analyze the frame shown in figure below by stiffness matrix method or displacement method or equilibrium method. Take EI constant throughout. You can see here one frame is given A, B, C, D, E, and this frame is subjected to a uniformly distributed load of 40 kN per meter, 40 kN per meter over the span BC, which is having total span of 6 meter. The column height for every column of this particular frame, it is 6 meter. Span CE is 4.5 meter. So step number 1 is to determine the degree of kinematic indeterminacy of structure. Now you can see here this particular structure will be having three unknowns, that is theta C, theta B, three unknown displacement theta B, theta C and theta E. So we will be having three unknown displacement, therefore degree of kinematic indeterminacy, it will be 3, and therefore the size of stiffness matrix which will be formed for this particular frame, it will be 3 by 3 matrix. Step 2 is to assign the coordinate numbers to the unknown displacement, as we are having three unknown displacement theta B, theta C and theta E. Therefore we will be assigning first coordinate number to displacement at joint B, second coordinate number to the displacement at joint C, and three coordinate number to the displacement at joint E. Step 3, calculate the fixed end moment assuming all joints as fixed. As we know that for this particular frame, we can see here only span BC is subjected to uniformly distributed load of 40 kN per meter. Therefore, excluding this span BC, rest of the span will not have any fixed end moment because they are not subjected to any external loads. So we will be finding out the fixed end moment. MFBC is equal to minus WL square upon 12. The formula will be minus WL square divided by 12. So we have W is equal to 40 kN per meter, span is 6 meter, divided by 12, we get the fixed end moment for BC is equal to minus 120 kN meter. Similarly, for span CB, it will be plus 120 kN meter. Step number 4 is to form the force matrix. Now the force matrix is given by this equation, that is PJ matrix minus PL matrix. Here the PJ matrix is the matrix of moment at the joint due to external load, whereas PL matrix is the matrix of simply summation of fixed end moment at that particular joint. So for this particular frame, you can see here at joint B, C and E, as there are no external moments are acting, no external moments or forces are acting, therefore this PJ1 coordinate or this coefficient PJ1, this will be the coefficient for joint B or coordinate number 1, and you can see no external moments are acting, therefore PJ1 will be 0. Similarly, for C and E also, the values of PJ2 and PJ3 will be 0 respectively. Therefore we get the PJ matrix like this. Now we have to find out the PL matrix. The PL matrix will be 3 by 1 matrix because we are having three unknown displacement, and PL1 is the summation of fixed end moment of BA and BC, so it will be summation of fixed end moment for BA plus BC. PL2, it will be summation of fixed end moment at coordinate number 2, that is CB, CD and CE. So CB, CD and plus CE, and PL3, it is the summation of fixed end moment of all the members meeting at this coordinate number 3 or joint E. So it will be MFCE like this, CE or EC. just substitute the values of x and moment, we get the PL matrix like this, that is minus 120, 20 and 0. As we have found out the values for PJ matrix and PL matrix, just substitute the values of PJ matrix and PL matrix in this equation. We will get the value of force matrix. Force matrix is equal to 120 minus 120 and 0. Step number 5 is to determine the stiffness matrix. Now the stiffness matrix will be of size 3 by 3 because our degree of kinematic indeterminacy, it is 3. Therefore the size of stiffness matrix, it will be 0, and stiffness matrix will have coefficients like this: K11, K12, K13, K21, K22, K23 and K31, K32 and K33. So we have to find out these coefficients or stiffness coefficient. Now K11, it is the force developed at coordinate number 1 due to application of unit rotation at coordinate number 1, and K21, it is the coefficient force developed at coordinate number 2 due to application of unit rotation at coordinate number 1. So for this particular case, for a case, for determining the value of K11, K21 and K31, what we'll be doing is that we'll be considering our frame, like this, and then we'll be applying unit rotation at joint B or coordinate number 1 equal to 0. This theta B is equal to 0, assuming all other supports as fixed support, therefore we'll get this force coordinate or stiffness coefficient K11 here, K21 here and K31 here. So K11 will be summation of stiffness of all the members meeting at the joint B, that is BA plus BC. K21, it is the summation of stiffness for member CB, and K31, it is summation of stiffness for EC. So we can find out these three coefficients by using this theta B is equal to 0. So K31 is force developed at coordinate number 3 due to application of unit rotation at coordinate number 1. Now for finding out the values of these coefficients, that is K12, K22 and K32, what we'll be doing, we'll be considering our frame like this, and assuming all other ends except the joint C as fixed, will apply unit rotation at joint C, that is theta C equal to 1, and then we'll find out the values of K12. We will have K12 here, that is force developed at coordinate number 1 due to application of unit rotation at 2. K22 will be here, it is the force developed at coordinate number 2 due to application of moment at coordinate number 2, and K32 will be here, it is the force developed at coordinate number 3 due to application of unit rotation at coordinate number 2. Now for next calculating the values of this K13 and K23, we'll be considering our frame like this, and assuming that we have to apply a unit rotation at E, that is theta E equal to 1 here, 1 radian, and all other ends as fixed. So we can get the value of K33 here, K23 here and K13 here like this. So we'll see how we can find out the different coefficients of stiffness matrix. So in step A of this step 5, we'll be applying theta B. We have A here, we have B here, C here, D and E. We'll be applying theta B is equal to 1, that is unit rotation here, and we'll find out the K11. We have A here, B, C, D and E, and we have applied this theta B equal to 1 or unit rotation. Therefore K11 will be equal to summation of stiffness of member BA and BC, and it will be 4 EI by L plus 4 EI theta B by L. Now we know that theta B is equal to 1 radian, therefore just substitute theta B equal to 1 radian in this equation. We get the value of K11 as 4.33 EI, or we can say it is 1.33 EI. It is 1.33 EI, 4 by 3 is equal to 1.33. Next K21, it will be equal to sum of stiffness of members meeting at joint C. So it will be equal to twice EI theta B divided by span. We have span is equal to 6 meter. Therefore this K21 this will be given by this value, that is EI by 3, or we can say it is 0.33. Next we'll be considering this end B and end E, this end A and end D as fixed, and apply a unit rotation at joint C. At this joint C will be applying theta C equal to 1 radian. Therefore the coefficient or force coefficient, these are developed here, K12, K22 and K32. We can find out these value like this. We have K22 is equal to 4 EI theta C divided by L plus 4 EI theta C divided by L plus 4 EI theta C divided by L length of column. So we get the value of K22 is equal to 2.22 EI. Next we get the value of K32 equal to 0.444, and for the last case, that is C case, we will be assuming this end B and C as fixed. A is already fixed, B is already fixed, and we will be applying at coordinate number 3, that is theta E is equal to unit radian or 1 rotation, and the value of K33 will be getting, it is the stiffness of member EC, and it is given by 4 EI theta E divided by span. So put the value of theta C is equal to 1 radian, E is equal to 1 radian, we get the value of K33 is equal to 0.889 EI. So next step is to write the stiffness equation. We have already find out the values of different stiffness coefficient like this. Okay, all the stiffness coefficients are find out, and the stiffness equation will be K matrix multiplied by displacement matrix multiplied by force matrix. The stiffness matrix is already calculated, force matrix is already calculated. Just substitute the values of stiffness matrices and force matrix in this equation. Now if we take this matrix on right hand side, it will become inverse. So next equation will be like this. Solve this inverse matrix, we get the value of inverse matrix like this. So we get the value of inverse matrix like this. Now just multiply these two matrices, we get the value of theta B, theta C and theta E like this. So we have the value of theta B, is equal to, theta B will be equal to 109.54 divided by EI. Similarly theta C will be equal to minus 78.261 divided by EI, and theta E will be equal to 39.13 divided by EI. So we have got the values for different unknown displacements. Next we have to find out the final end moment. So final end moment can be calculated by using the slope deflection equations. Now for member AB, the slope deflection equation will be MAB is equal to MFAB plus 4EI theta B divided by theta A divided by L plus twice EI theta B divided by L. Okay, this term will be 0, therefore it will be, this will be again 0 because it is not subjected to any load, therefore this term will be twice EI theta B divided by L. You can see here the same term is written twice ai theta b divided by L. So we get the value of MAB is equal to 36.552. Similarly, write down the slope deflection equation for MBA. MBA will be equal to MFBA plus 4EI theta B divided by L, 4EI theta B divided by L plus twice EI theta A divided by L. Now we know that this and A, it is a fixed support, therefore theta A will be 0, theta A will be 0, theta A will be 0, and this MBA is again 0 because there is no external load. Therefore the value for this MBA, it will be given by this equation. MBA is equal to twice EI theta B divided by L, that is equal to 73.043. Similarly, we can find out the values for MCB, MCE and MEC, MCD and MDC like this using the slope deflection equation. Thank you.